In 1960, a professor at MIT named Kevin Lynch concluded a 5-year study and published the findings in a book called The Image of the City. In it, he examines the way that people mentally map their city and what makes a place coherent and cohesive to its inhabitants. Lynch found that people created mental images of their cities using very similar components. He named these components paths, which are the routes we travel on, nodes, which are major intersection points that force us to make a decision, edges, which are boundaries we use to distinguish between one area and another, districts, which are bigger areas that contain all other elements and evoke a strong central theme, and landmarks. Landmarks are points in the environment around us that help us understand exactly where we are. Think of a distinctive building like the Capitol Building in Boston or the Empire State Building in New York, or really any other big building you can think of. If you have a general understanding of where you are, you can use that building to orient yourself. The more familiar you are with a space, though, the less likely you are to use a distant landmark. Instead, you'll find smaller, personalized landmarks like that one awesome mural or that weird green statue that everyone hits their head on. Landmarks help us to contextualize our spaces, to create a more concrete image of the places we live in. The more landmarks available to us, the more readily we can understand the environment around us. Kevin Lynch referred to this as the imageability of a city. But how do you create an image of a city when you can't see? One of the major issues for people who are blind is a lack of information that is legible to them. For quite some time, this issue led experts to believe that the blind were incapable of creating mental maps at all. But this isn't the case.